So, what's been happening this week in UK politics? First and foremost, we celebrated the 80th anniversary of VE Day, where we come together as a nation to remember and honour our fallen heroes and our veterans. But what really overshadowed that for me personally was seeing Keir Starmer at the VE Day celebrations sat directly behind the King and the Queen Consort, acting like he cares about the UK and is patriotic, when we all know he is the biggest threat to the UK at this moment in time. On top of that, he approved the Indian trade deal, which means Indian citizens can now come and live in the UK and work, but without paying national insurance for the first 3 years. On top of that, companies and corporations that employ Z Indians are also given a national insurance tax break for 3 years. Does this mean Z companies are going to favour Indian citizens over UK citizens because of the tax break? Who knows? Only time will tell. Thirdly, absolute bombshell for the Labour Party. Another one. Dan Norris, Labour MP, has been arrested recently on some serious allegations. Allegations that include rape, child sex offences and child abduction. Dan Norris used to work as a teacher and also as a child protection officer. He also trained with the NSPCC. You really couldn't make this shit up, but nothing surprises me today. I wouldn't be surprised if there's many more that are going to come out very soon. And it makes me wonder, is that the reason why the Labour Party do not want to open the inquiries into the grooming gangs? Who knows? I'll let you decide that. Keir Starmer recently tweeted that Russia posed the biggest threat to the UK. Now, this guy is either a combination of things: lying, deflecting, and fear-mongering. Because let's be honest, the biggest threat posed to the UK right now is the Labour government, who is run by Keir Starmer and his globalist friends. It's estimated the taxpayers are paying £5.5 million a day to house immigrants. £5.5 million a day. This is the guy who took the winter fuel allowance off pensioners, who has looked at the disability reform to remove PIP and universal credit and disability allowances. Keir Starmer has attacked and gone after the most vulnerable people within our society. He is also constantly giving billions upon billions to Ukraine. He, to me, is the biggest threat to UK at this moment in time. It's as if he is hell-bent on turning the UK and our communities into third world shitholes. He is allowing hundreds of thousands of unvetted, mostly males, into our communities, who are raping, murdering, butchering, thieving all across the UK. Now, does that sound like a man who's got our best interests at heart? To me, the billions of pounds that they're spending on Ukraine, the millions and millions and millions and millions of pounds a day that they're spending on the migrants, could be used in a much better way that will benefit the much needed people of the UK. We have ex-veterans on the streets. We have young men and women living on the streets. We have an epidemic of drug addiction and alcoholism. We have young people who cannot afford to get on the housing market because of the housing crisis. We're paying national insurance, yet we've got an influx of immigration who are not paying anything to contribute to it and are getting looked after and getting doctors and getting fed and getting housing. To me, it feels like we are second-class citizens in our own country. Now, one thing that stuck out to me is Keir Starmer has always applauded the Ukrainians for sticking up for their borders, sticking up for their land. Now, if anyone in the UK happens to want to stick up in their local community and speak up about the madness that is going on, then they are labelled the far right or racist. Keir Starmer is the biggest hypocrite and a pathological liar. I don't know whether he believes his own bullshit. He must do. But let's be honest, we all know Keir Starmer's not the one in power. Whoever it is, I don't know. I want to ask you guys this. What is the change we need? Is reform the answer? And if reform were to get into power, how will they change things? Will they be able to fulfill their promises? Or are they just controlled by the same hand that's controlled Labour and the Conservatives? Don't get me wrong. The last 30 years has proven to me the two big uns, Labour and Conservatives, have destroyed and turned our world, our day-to-day life, into a combination of stress, depression, anxiety, poverty. So I believe we need to give someone else a chance. But I also believe politics is full of smoke and mirrors, lies, deceit. Our reform, who are a mixture of ex-Labour and ex-Tories, are they going to be able to bring around change? Or are they just going to be told what to do by the powers that be, whoever they are? Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press that notification on, because we'll be doing this weekly to talk about the week's events in UK politics. Don't let the bastards get you down. British people, stay strong. I'll see you soon.